No, baby, where are you going? Where are you going? Oh my god, you have no shield. I have no stamina, but I don't need stamina if I can just throw a spear in your face. Hello, boys. I got another video for you. This one is basically Bruiser fighting for a siege. We're gonna fight Greenport today. We're gonna take it if possible. Maybe we take it, maybe we don't. But I am gonna try to give you an insight of how I play Bruiser and how a two-handed axe player would have to think on the battlefield in order to maximize the damage they can do to a team. So yeah, let's get started. Join me. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Let me know in the comments if you actually like this type of video. I really appreciate any feedback. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So the siege starts with just taking the minor forts. We take the minor forts, or whatever, minor bastions, I don't know what they're called to be honest. The nodes outside the big forts, just so they don't have respawns outside. It's very important for you to take these spawns, because if you kill somebody they can and they have the fort, well, in most zones at least, but this is the general thought about it, you want to take this because they can spawn anywhere. So if you leave one for them, like if you take only one of the bastions and you leave one for them, they can die in the fort and then they can respawn behind you and just backstab the hell out of you. Anyway, this fight is basically just a 1v1. I'm trying to beat this guy, but he's actually pretty damn good and he's using a sword, so you know, sometimes you win some, sometimes you don't. But yeah, this guy has been actually trying to get only 1v1s the entire fight, so you know. But it's okay because the boys got me and we are back in the fight, baby. Look at that. That man is only looking for 1v1s. I learned my lesson though. I'm not gonna 1v1 him over just fighting the siege. These people probably need help with taking stuff. So that guy is trying just to get 1v1s and it's not really worth it over just having the actual fight, you know. So I just go back into it. These shield people have no idea what they're doing. It's an easy 3v1. It's really good to look for this type of fights if you can. So for example, if there's a guy with a shield, try to not only just mindlessly smack him in the shield all the time. If you have people with you, try to just circle around them and make sure that they cannot really block everywhere, because they can only block in front. But obviously, if you get a bunch of people around, make sure you just hit him from all directions. It's gonna be easy to get rid of him without actually having to just 1v1 the hell out of him, you know. So yeah, pretty good. Also use kicks, even though most of the time if you kick somebody, somebody else is gonna hit him and then he's gonna do like 50 damage to the guy, while you could have done more with a backstab or whatever. So yeah, use kicks, but don't go too don't feel too bad if people just ruin your kick basically. Anyway, in this type of situation, I'm way too far, to be honest. We don't really have any shield players. As you can see, we have only two-handeds. But I'm just chipping away at their HP. As the door goes down, I'm just gonna wait a bit. I'm gonna wait for some people to also help me push in. And then we just go in like this. You want to always dance. Like, if you're a new player, you probably figured it out by now, or maybe you didn't. That there's a lot of dancing in this sort of situations where you go back and forth, and like you charge your attack as you go backwards, and then you unleash it when you actually go closer to him. Basically, that's like the general movement you need to figure out. As a bruiser in this type of situations, you want to have an axe and hit the door. Obviously, that's the best way to help. We are kind of zerging these people, but here you can see a pretty good show of how you should play a bruiser. Basically, you want to always switch targets, as I do here. I mean, basically it's a 1v2, but because I keep switching targets, I make it really hard for them to figure out what they can do against me. They could have ping-ponged me, like one guy in front, one guy in the back, but they didn't, and I win. I'm the best. Easy. Poggers in the chat. Anyway, we're kind of zagging them, to be honest here. Like, we have considerably more players. As you can see, they normally hold at the door. This is the usual hold on bastions, on small forts, I guess, like this. They basically play with the door. You need like around 3 people that can hold that door, and then you can get some people with archers, like well, not with archers, some people that are archers at the window just shooting down, or you can use like a long spear, like a two-handed spear or whatever, to poke people that are hitting the door, for example. But they don't really have a lot of them alive, so they didn't really get to do that too much. They just push together and just hold the door. It's not gonna work out too well for them. I popped a stamina potion as well to help with this. Most people, as you can see, they're using overheads or stabs in this kind of situation. Honestly, this makes it way easier for a two-handed player to just block everything. Here I just switched to spear because we don't really have a front line and we need some people to actually hold the attacks and like allow our bruisers to push in and get some hits in, you know? Also because I'm doing the quest. If you didn't know, one of the best quests at least is the one where you block damage with a shield. It's super easy to do. You literally just go in, hold your shield, wait until it's gone, and then you just do your daily that way. I switch back to my axe when they are super low. As you can see, a lot of them actually died from this dance we did, and I just push in. I know that if I push in, I'll have a bunch of people that actually follow me, which means that they will leave the door and allow more people to come in. It works basically as intended here. I kind of just bait them. I end up dying. This is the tactic a tank would use. Like, for example, if you're using full heavy with like a heavy shield or whatever, you want to do exactly this. You want to push in when you see a gap, and then you hold your shield and start pulling the enemies towards where you are, so like behind them basically, in order to allow more of your Zerg to just spread out and actually take fights across like a line basically, over just like hitting a door like that, you know, because in that situation they can hold for a long ass time. We don't have a response here. If they would have gotten more kills, we would have lost this. Basically here what we are doing as well, we are holding the response. As you can see, they get response. We don't just all go at the top to capture the flag. We just send a few people. I think there were still some fighting at the top with a bunch of people, but they were able to just get rid of them and it wasn't such a big issue. Here we just basically hold the response in case they want to make a push. If we would have spread our forces too much, that would have meant that they could have done just exactly this and gotten inside our back, which obviously you don't want. They eventually end up dropping down. We just prove to be the better fighters here, to be honest, and just take the win here. They can't really do a whole lot, even though they have an archer at the top of the respawn. That doesn't do enough damage. We have more people alive, so yeah, that's the fourth. That's the fourth capture, easiest fort of my life. I hope this helps you understand the Bruiser role a little bit better and how to play it when you are on the offense. I will come up with a video as well where I will play Bruiser on the defense and how to play two-handed, how to dance around and such. If you actually like this type of content, I will do it. I'll make sure to just refine it. Right now I'm in the process of refining, like figuring out what's the best way to do videos on this subject and like what people like and so on. The last video did really well, as I said in the intro, so I'm gonna keep doing stuff like this. I think it's really fun. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.